Hello, today I'll be demonstrating the Echo 2 Smartpen. The Echo 2 Smartpen is a pen that records and embeds audio into your handwritten notes so that you can play back the audio later. In this video I'll show you how to create a recording, how to play back that recording, and then I'll introduce some of the pen's important settings. So let's get right into the demonstration. First, you want to set up your notebook and your pen. Note that this notebook is a smart paper notebook, which means that it has these icons at the bottom. And to turn on the pen, there's a power button on the back, and the screen will light up. To start the recording, tap the record icon at the bottom corner of the page. And the pen is recording. So, I'll write the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So while I'm writing this, the pen is recording audio, and it links the audio to what you write. So the audio what I said is now linked into what I've written. So while it's recording, I can pause. So to pause the recording, I'll tap the pause icon at the bottom of the page, and you can see that the recording is paused by the pause icon. Then you can resume the recording. So I'll tap pause again, and the recording is going again, and it's from where you stopped. And then finally, I can stop the recording completely by pressing the stop icon. Oh, I think I pressed the wrong one. There we go, so it stopped. And note that you can't play back the recording until it's stopped completely. So now that the recording has stopped, let's try to play it back. So to play back the recording, I will double tap the page on a word I wrote. So note that the audio plays back from the word that you tap. And you can pause the playback, of course, so I'll start it, and then I'll tap the pause icon, and you can see that it's paused. So let's say that I'm studying for the physics final, wish me luck, and I feel hazy about magnetic dipoles, and I've already taken notes in class. So if my notes don't quite cut it, I don't really remember why I wrote what I did, I'll listen to the recording. So to pause the playback, I'll press the pause icon at the bottom of the page, and you can see it's paused. To resume the playback, I'll tap the pause icon again, and it's resumed. And finally, once I'm done studying and I feel better about magnetic dipoles, I'll stop the playback completely by tapping the stop icon at the bottom of the page. And you can see that it has stopped. So now you know how to use the pen for recording and for playback. So finally, let's look at some of the pen's important settings. To change the pen's settings, we'll need the Smartpen control panel, which looks like this. So let's get into it. To change the pen's recording quality between low, medium, and high, tap the audio settings icon in the status section. It'll tell you what it's just been changed to. So I've just set the recording quality to high. In the volume section, you can increase, decrease, and mute the volume of the pen. The jump to position section is used to jump through your recordings from beginning to end and halfway and in between. On the other side of the control panel, use the display brightness icon to change the brightness of the display. And if you're left-handed, use the left display orientation icon to flip the screen the correct way. You can use the advanced audio section to change the pen's microphone sensitivity. By the way, the microphone is right here. So, if you're close to the speaker you're recording or you're in a smaller room, use the conference room icon, conference room setting. There we go. And if you're far from a speaker or you're in a much larger room, use the lecture hall setting. And the automatic setting will change between these two for you, but it's not always the best. So sometimes it's better to set it yourself, depending on what you need. And finally, use the playback speed icon, this section, to change the playback speed. This will only work while you're playing something back, and it will change the pitch. By the way, this middle one means just to go to 1x speed. So this concludes my demonstration of the Echo 2 Smartpen. I hope you gained a better understanding of the pen and its capabilities. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.